Alrighty, hello. All right, this actually is a multiple part workout. It is for somebody that is a super duper beginner. Maybe you're just recovering from something, you're kind of weak, especially in the legs. So what I'm gonna do is it's gonna start off with a warm up. It's an ankle warm up, then a total body warm up. Then there's going to be a section on just leg strengthening exercises to do. And then there's a section what I call extra credit. So if you're starting to do the leg strengthening, you could add some of this. It's some core work and also some other stuff to help with the legs. And then the last section will be kind of a total body workout. So, and in the notes on the YouTube, it will break it down. So if, say, you just wanted to do one certain section, you could fast forward to that section that you want to do. But this way you'll have everything you need in one little package. So this is a great, super duper basic beginner workout. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is we want to warm up our ankles. So if you haven't been active for a while, a lot of times your ankles are very weak or they're not very mobile. So it's super easy. So you're just going to stand, and as always, you want to have a chair around or be near a wall in case if you lose your balance. So the first thing you do is you're just going to do a regular stance, and then you're going to go ahead and you're going to bend your knees and straighten your knees. We're just going to do that 5 times. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're going to go ahead and take your hips side to side. 1, and you keep your knees soft. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're going to rotate again. Keep those knees nice and soft. Little, like you're doing the twist. And if you want, you can even look down and see how much your ankles move just by doing that. Okay? Then you're going to go ahead and point your toes out. And you want to have your feet a little bit apart, so you don't want to be like a little ballerina here. You're going to bring it out and you're going to bend your knees and straighten your knees. 2, 3, 4. Remember, you can hold on to a chair. That's totally fine. I'd rather have you get the motion in more than treat this like a balance exercise, okay? 3, 4, 5. And now we're going to twist. Again, keep those knees nice and soft because you don't want to pull on those knees. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to point our toes in and you're going to bend. It feels kind of weird. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that was our ankle warm up. Now we're going to do our total body warm up. I'm going to turn my back to you because I think it'll be easier for you to figure it out by. So you're going to stand here like you're standing behind me and do it, okay? And so remember, you can have your chair or the wall or both handy. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to step our right foot forward and you're going to lean forward and lean back. So the front knee is bent. 2, 3, 4, 5. Side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're going to turn to the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Now we're going to do the left foot forward. So you're going to lean forward and lean back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then side to side. Make sure your hips are moving. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to turn to our left. 1, 2, make sure that left knee is still bent. 3, 4, 5, and the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Now you're going to stand with your feet wide apart. So wider than hip width apart. And we're going to go down and up. 1, and try to lean back if you can. 2, 3, 4, 5. And now you're going to lean side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now you're going to turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it doesn't matter if you go right or left first, whatever your preference is. 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, you're going to put your feet close together. So this one may take you off balance a little bit because your base of support isn't quite as wide. And you're going to go down and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And now you're going to go side to side. And as you get better at it, you can even bring your arms up overhead. You can hold on to a towel or rope to get even more motion in there. And then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we got 2 more foot patterns to do. Now your toes are going to be pointed out, and you're going to go down and back. So remember, as you get better, if you want to really bring your arms up and down, you can. 3, 4, 5, and then you can go side to side. 1, 2, 3, or you can hold on. 4, 5, and then you're going to rotate. 1, 2, make sure your knees are nice and soft. Don't want to pull on those knees. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and our last one is toed in, and you're going to lean forward and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go left first this side just to mix it up a little bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, and the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Okay, so we've done the warm-up. Next, we're going to do the leg strengthening portion. Okay, and then here you're going to need a step. So you may want to watch what I do and then go, if you're using like your steps going upstairs, you can shut the video off because I'm not going to do anything different, right? So you can just kind of watch me first. But what you want to do is you want to have your foot on the step, and you're not going to move that foot, right? And you can hold on to the banister of your step, and you're just going to step up and down. So 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and maybe today you can just do 10, but your goal is to work so you can do this 15 times. 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay? And now you're going to go ahead and switch. Now, if this bothers your knee, play with a foot position. That can help. Or just put pressure pressure on it and come on back down. So don't do that full step up if that's really bothering your knee today, okay? So we're just gonna come up and down on this side. 5, and you can go at your own pace. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay? All right, so we did the steps, and now you're gonna do a little balance. And so when you first do it, you can go ahead and be holding on because you're using a lot of leg strength to support all of your body weight on that one leg, but your goal is to get so you can just kind of stand there, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna time us 30 seconds, okay? So you just do, starting now, and so if you need to hold on for the full 30 seconds, or maybe you can take your hands off for a little bit, and you know, whatever, but you want all your weight on that one side. And you want to stand up nice and tall, so you don't want to be hinged over. You want to stand up nice and tall. And as this gets easier, you can try to wiggle yourself a little bit. You can even try, that was 30 seconds on that side. Now we're going to switch to the other side. The real challenge for balance is if you close your eyes. So you can work your way up to that as well as it gets easier. And I'm sure you've noticed there's one side that you're wigglier on than the other side. And that is totally normal. That's just the way your body is. We have one side that's usually stronger than the other. Good, okay? All right, next we're gonna do some high knee marches. So you're just gonna pick your leg up as much as you can. That's 2, and 3, and 4. Again, if you need to hold on, but really bring that knee up nice and high as you can. So you're gonna work to do this 15 to maybe 30 times. So you're just gonna pick it up and down. And you can count it any way you want. This can be 1, this can be 2, or you can go 1, 1. All right, so you're just gonna try to do that anywhere from like 15 to 30 times, okay? Next, we're gonna do a lateral leg lift. So you're gonna mirror me, standing up nice and tall, and you're just gonna bring, oops, got my step in the way. You're just gonna bring it out to the side. Keep your toes pointed forward. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good job. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay? So next is a posterior leg lift. So you want to stand up nice and tall, and you're just going to bring that leg out behind you. You want to keep the knee straight, so it's not, you're not kicking up. You're just working this muscle back here, and you want to look straight ahead, so don't look down. And I'm calling this 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay? Then you're going to go ahead and do the other side. I'm just turning so you can see and just show you options. You can be up against a wall like that. Just make sure you don't have your head turned looking at the screen, because then you're going to get a kink in your neck. And 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Good job. All right, next is you're going to hold the ball, and if you don't have a ball, you can use a pillow, but the ball really works really nice. So you're going to sit up nice and tall. You're not going to have your back, you're not going to be leaning on the back of your chair. So it's okay if you're sitting in a chair with a back on it, but just don't lean on it, because you want to use your core muscles. And we're going to just go ahead and squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't hold your breath. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Okay. Put that in. Now the next is your sit to stand. And this one is hard. Make sure that your chair is against a wall. You don't want it moving. And the idea is you're going to be getting in and out of the chair without using any hands. If at the beginning you need to do that, that's okay, all right? But the idea is to stand up and sit down. And we're going to work, so you can do that 10 times. And once that gets easy, you can work to maybe do it 15 times. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, good job. All right, so that was leg strengthening. Next, we're going to move on to our extra credit. So we're going to need our chair back here again. And now that same ball that we had between our thighs, we're going to go ahead and put in between our hands. This actually works your core as well as some of your upper body. So you're going to go ahead and press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And make sure you're not holding your breath. So I always encourage people to count out loud when they do that. You just whisper to yourself. But if you're talking, you're exhaling, right? 5, that's 3. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Okay. All right. The next is done with a little loop like this. And we're going to pull it apart. All right. So you can get this, one of these loops at like Walmart or Target, or order on Amazon. It's known as a small loop. Now, if you don't have that, one thing that a lot of you have is, if you've ever been to PT, they give you this kind of tubing. And so you could just pull this apart. It doesn't have to be the loop. It's just a little easier with a loop. So, but if anything that's like a big rubber band is kind of what you want. Same thing with the press. We're pulling out for 5, and we're going to do that 10 times, and we're not holding our breath, and we're not leaning on the back of our chair, okay? So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Okay. Next is our genie twist. So you're going to sit up nice and tall, make your arms just like a genie, and you're going to turn and come to center. You want your eyes to go same direction as your arms because you want to keep that spine, including your neck, to go with you. 4, sit up nice and tall. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now we're going the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Next, we're going to lean forward and back. You can have your hands like this, or you can have your hands like this. You can have them hanging down, but I find that you get a better core workout if they're lifted up. So they can be lifted here. You can even keep them like your genie arms if you want, or you can have them out like here, like a goalpost, okay? All right, so what we're gonna do is you're gonna lean forward and you're gonna lean back. When you lean back, you wanna try to lean back past your midline, okay? So if you have a back on the chair, that can kind of stop you. If you don't have a back on your chair, be careful that you don't topple backwards, okay? So make sure that you kind of have that safety net there for you. All right, and we're gonna do this 15 times. 2. So you should feel those belly muscles fired up when you go lean back. Good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Good. Next is going to be your wood chops. Now, your goal is to be able to do this with a weight. And you can start off with like a 1 or 2 pound weight, or you can even do a water bottle. Or if you're just learning it, maybe you just want to stick with your ball, all right? But the idea is that we're trying to work your obliques. So you're going to go from one hip up to the sky, all right? Now, if your shoulders are maybe a little cranky and going up here with a weight is a lot, you can just come to here. But the idea is you want a diagonal pattern, okay? And you can go ahead and pivot because you want to keep your spine kind of in alignment. You don't want to do some twisting, especially if you have some osteoporosis going on. So you're going to take it across. And if you can take your eyes with that weight, that'd be great because that takes your whole spine along for the ride. 4, 5, 6. We're going for 10. 7, and you can work up to 15, but today we're just going to start with a 10. 9, 10, and just in case if I didn't count right, we'll add 1 more. All right, let's go to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay? Next is a side bend. And if you're getting tired, you can do this seated, but your goal is to be able to do this standing, okay? And what you want to do is you just want to lean to the side. Now, you want to pretend like you're between two panes of glass because you just want to go ahead and lean. So you don't, be careful you don't want lean forward or back, all right? And we're just coming down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right. Next, we will use both weights, and this is a deadlift. So we've gone kind of in a diagonal, we've gone side to side. Now we're going forward and back. So the big thing here is you want to have a little bend in those knees. You want to draw your hips back because you want to keep your back nice and straight. You don't want to have it rounded like this, so you don't want to just be coming down like this, all right? So it's once you want to be nice and controlled, you're just coming down to about knee height and then come back up, okay? So down and up, and 2. And if you can give it like a little squeeze when you come up, that'd be great. 4, 5. Just be careful you don't come up and go like that, right? Sometimes when you squeeze so hard, you tend to arch your back a little bit. 8. You might be on 9 at this point. That's okay, just follow along. So this is 10, so if you need to stop, you can stop, but I'm pushing it to 15. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now the next thing we're going to do is you're going to come up onto your toes. So when you're first learning this, and with your balance, you may want to start in here with no weights and come up onto your toes like that, because I really want you to get a nice contraction in those calf muscles in the back. So at the beginning, it's more important that you're able to bring it up and kind of hold it than with the weights. But the progression is just that you can do it with the weights and you can hold it for a period of time. So 2, 3, this is really good for your balance and your ankles. And 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Great job. So this was the extra credit portion. All right. So the leg strengthening, you should try to do that every day. The extra credit, my recommendation is to do every other day in addition to the leg strengthening. And the next thing that we're going to move on is a total body workout. So it's going to be upper body and lower body. So if you do this, you don't have to do the other things. I do recommend that you do the warm-up that we did at the beginning with your different feet. That should be done every day because that's good for your mobility. This is working on your strength. All right, so what are you going to need for this section? You're going to need dumbbells or the 2 little water bottles if you want. You're going to need some sort of band, whether it's like the one you probably have from PT, or if you have a flat loop band. So the little ones work too, but we're going to be using this for our legs. So if you have one that's a little wider, it's a little bit better. Or you can just stick to this. And you definitely, of course, need a chair. Okay? All right. So we're going to get started. Maybe you want to have a water bottle because we're doing our whole body for this one. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is our shoulders. And so I recommend that this be done seated. And so you're going to have your weights here, and we're going to alternate pressing up to the sky. And 2. And you can start off just by doing 10 of these, but your goal is to work up to 15. 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. And if you want to put music on when you're doing this to make it a little more fun, you can do this. YouTube doesn't like it when I put music on because for license purposes. Plus, I don't know what kind of music you like. So feel free to put a little music on in the background and make it a little more fun. This can get a little tedious and boring at times. And I'm calling this 14 and 15. Great job. All right, so next, this is the hamstring curl. So this is a little bit different than what we did in the other section. So you're gonna stand up and you're gonna bend that knee and bring it down. So you're using the hamstring to contract those muscles in the back. Look straight ahead. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to 15. If you need to stop right now, you can. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I call these butt kickers, right? Because you're kind of like kicking your butt, right? So bring it up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. Okay, next what you're going to do is you're going to do little squats. So you're going to go ahead and stand. You can stand behind your chair, or you can be against a wall, or you can just have 2 weights in your hand, but it's almost like there's a little chair behind you, and you're going to sit down and stand up. Again, if this bothers your knee, play a little bit with the foot position. Sometimes that helps. Or just don't go down quite as low. Look straight ahead. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good job. Next, we're going to work your triceps, that little muscle in the back. All right, the key here is you want to keep your elbow close to your side. So many times I see people and they're way out here. That's horrible for your shoulder, right? So you're going to be supported on a chair or maybe your countertop if you're doing this in your kitchen. And you're going to keep it close and just press back. So you come up to the shoulder and then you press back because you're working that little muscle here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay? All right, and then we're going to do the other side. Remember, you want to keep that elbow close. You want to be hinged forward because if you're just standing up, then you're going to be working more shoulder muscles. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. Next, we're going to move into bicep curls. Now, if you're getting tired at this point and you want to sit down, this exercise can be done seated or standing. All right, so you're going to take 2 weights and you're going to come up to your shoulder and go back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. Okay. Maybe this is a good time to get some water. How's that sound? Huh? All right, but we're going to sit down because we're going to be doing some leg lifts. So you're going to sit up nice and tall. Remember, no back in the back of the chair. And you're going to keep your knee bent and you're going to lift and lower. So sit up nice and tall. Make sure you're not sinking or you're not coming back like that. So it's almost like you're doing a single leg march. 6, 7, 8, 9, look straight ahead, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Other side, 1. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now you're going to straighten out your leg, and this is a little bit more challenging to try to keep yourself seated up nice and tall. If you need to hold on to the chair, you can. The goal is not to, but when you're just learning it, and you don't come up that high, because you don't want to be leaning back, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. All right, next you're going to go ahead and use a band. So again, if you just have one that's long like this, you're going to be like this and press it out. Or if you have the loop's a little easier. All right, so you're going to just press it out. So it's not a kick. Don't make that mistake. You want to draw the knee towards your chest and kick it out. Like a leg press machine you'd see at a gym. 3, 4, 5, 6. Sit up nice and tall. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. Other side. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Great. All right. And next we're going to do our deadlifts. Now we did this in the other section, but this is designed if you're just doing this part, your total body workout, one day. So this is assuming that you haven't done the other parts. But if you do this more than once, that's totally fine. You know, people that work out a lot of times just do everything 3 sets. So if you've already done this, you can do it again. All right. So remember my cues is that you want to pull those hips back. You're just going down to your knees. Little bend in those knees, not down. and up, and 5, and 6, 7. You may be saying, wow, we're doing more lower body than upper body. Well, that's because leg strength is so important when we think about fall prevention and stamina. You need those legs to do everything from grocery shopping to your laundry and everything. So we want our legs nice and strong. Let's do 2 more of these. 1 and 2. Okay. Put those weights down. You may want to get a little sip of water. This would be a good time. We have, let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, we have 4 more exercises left, and then we'll be done. Okay, this next one is a wall push-up. So you're going to go against a wall. Now, the closer you are to the wall, the easier it'll be. The further away from the wall, the little more challenging it'll be. Make sure you're looking straight ahead. Don't look at me once you know how to do it, okay? So this is what we're doing, okay? So then you can just listen. I don't want you to keep looking at the screen. All right, and maybe you even need to be in a different room. So you're just listening to me talk in the other room. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is so important. If you should ever fall, you need that arm strength to perhaps push yourself up, to get yourself up to safety. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good job. All right, these next ones are for this big muscle back here. So if you have an option of your weights, this should be the heaviest weight you can pick up. And I call these the lawnmower pulls, because the action is just like pulling on a lawnmower, like starting a lawnmower. You want your hand on something, whether it's on the counter or whatever. You want to be leaned over. So you don't want to be here pulling, because then it's more of a shoulder, because you want to have the back working against gravity. And do have yourself supported on something. I don't like just having people like this. It can torque your back, okay? So find something, whether it's this chair that we've been working with this whole session, or your countertop, whatever, and we're just going to pull up that lawnmower. Start it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, and now we're going to do the other side, of course. And pull up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. All right. This next one is side bends. We can do them standing like we did in the other section, or maybe now you're getting a little fatigued and you'd feel so much better to be able to sit down. Now you can do the side bends just by leaning over like that, or if you want to have a weight in your hand, that'd be great. This hand can be here, it can be here, it can be here, it can be wherever you want it to be. I don't recommend it hanging down, because then it's almost too much of a counterweight kind of thing. So you can just rest it here, and we're coming down to the side. 1. And make sure, remember that you're going just straight down, that you're not leaning forward or back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure you're coming back to center. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Remember, if you can only do 10, that's fine, but your goal is to work up to the 15. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 14, and 15. Super. All right. Now this next one is that leaning forward and leaning back. Remember we talked about you can have your arms like this or like a genie arm. And if you happen to have your little ball handy, put it between your legs. This way you can be working your inner thighs while you're working your core and your belly, okay? So down, and then remember we want to go past midline a little bit. 2. Good. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. 8, and 9, and 10. We're almost there. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now before I let you go, let's just do a couple stretches. All right, stand up if you can. If you're kind of tuckered out and you want to stay seated, that's fine. But we're going to stretch our shoulders, bring it across, and the other side. And then you're going to reach back and squeeze those shoulder blades together. Good. And then you're going to go ahead and step your right foot forward. You're going to bend that front leg, and you should feel a stretch in the calf and the back. If you want to bring your arms up to the sky and really open things up, that would be good. And then you're going to switch to the other side, bring it up. And then you can go ahead and you're going to bend that back leg and straighten out the front leg to get your hamstrings. So the hamstrings are those muscles on the back of your legs. Good. And then a nice side bend. So thank you so much for watching and getting stronger. Bring your chin down and look up to the sky. And bring it back down and bring it back up. Look to your right and your left and right and left. Straight ahead, roll that shoulder back, back, roll it to the front, roll it to the front, roll both of them back, back, and a nice big reach up, yippee, good job, and I'll see you around soon. Thanks for watching.